Alright, so recently I got sent this bad boy. It is the, what is it, Ampligame by Fifine. It's like their V3 video capture card. And I figured instead of just writing up a simple review for it, I was going to actually plug it in, try it out. Now, it's a pretty simple thing. It's like you see on the box. It is just a little guy, HDM in, HDM out, and then there is a cable that plugs it to your laptop. Some of you, like me, have a MacBook. It works with it, but you need to make sure that you have a Type-C to Type-C cord, or else you are in trouble. And unfortunately, this comes with only an HDMI. It does not come with anything else. Well, it comes with a USB cable, but if you have a MacBook from the last several years, you're going to see that you don't have a USB port more than likely. So what I did right now, in the background, as you can see, I have my Switch. Ta-da. I plugged the Switch dock into the Fifine, and then from there, I plugged that into the TV. Now, I tested it on a couple different things. It worked with my PS5, worked with my PS4, worked with the Switch, and it worked with an off-brand arcade stick thing that I had, one of those 2001 things. It does not work with the PS3. So I tried, I have experience in this stuff. If you're going to do this with the PS3, which is kind of what I was hoping to do, you do need extra equipment. Okay? You actually need something that converts the HDMI, like something into an HDMI signal that the card will recognize. This is the thing with a lot of capture cards. The PS3 had a bunch of stuff in it that made it very hard to capture gameplay off of it. But I'm going to just mess around on here real quick to see you can see what the recording quality is, and for the sake of the video, I'm going to shrink myself down. Now I'm little. I'm going to just play some of this looking directly at my laptop screen so that I can see if there's any sort of latency issue. So here we go. Gonna just do a little bit of dead cells. Fine. So as it is right now, I'm not seeing any sort of latency issue, which is dope. And if you're curious, I'm playing the one of the Castlevania stages that they added to Dead Cells. Because why not? So yeah, so far, I have not detected any sort of latency issues. This is very different from the last time I had a video card where there seemed to be almost a full second delay. One thing, I know a lot of people are going to be using OBS because that's just kind of the standard. If you do OBS, you need to remember to not only have it look for the Fifine video, but the Fifine audio. I know to some people that's kind of self-explanatory, but a lot of people forget that bit and then they think that their card is not working. Alright, this will be the real test right here. Let's see how well I can do a challenge riff using the capture card only. I won't look, because if I look up on my TV, you'll see. I'll be up here. But, so, I'm gonna swap that out. Take this. Alright, so I'm seeing like a very, very small amount of latency, because normally I can do a challenge rift without stepping on any of the spikes. And this one is not that hard of one, but I appear to be miscalculating all of my movements, which equated to me getting hit about 100 times in there. So, when you have this plugged in for video capture, you are going to have it hooked directly up to your TV as well, hopefully. Like, oh yeah, I have it on easy. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that your TV is like right near you and available. And this way you don't have to deal with that latency. Oh yeah, that feels a lot better now. Sorry, I never used this weapon before until just now. I unlocked it a few seconds ago. Yeah, now that I'm looking at the TV, it feels a lot better. So maybe the latency issue was a little bit bigger than I thought. But even if so, it's like a fraction of a second. That's going to be the other test, is the audio latency, which is going to be really funny because I did not fully test it out. I just saw that my equalizers were shining the way that they should, and I assumed my audio is working fine. It'll be really funny if I play this back and then find out that the whole thing's mute. But like looking at my screen and seeing it in action, I don't feel like I lost any fidelity. Though I guess the Switch isn't really the big one for that. But it's also the only one that I can access easily. So I'm sorry for that. Did I already go this way? No, I didn't. I don't want any of these. Weep. Okay, that one was not the capture card. That was all on me, but also my game is lagging. Like, not a skill thing, not a skill thing, I promise. But I'm sure you saw it in the video, like, it kind of just stopped in place. That was on the Switch, that was not on the capture card. Because right now as you can see, I'm looking up at my TV instead of at my laptop. And obviously a capture card is not going to cause any sort of drain on your system. It doesn't take anything from it beyond a video signal. I know to some people that might sound insane that I'm explaining that, but there are people that need to know that. Dead horses. Alright, so yeah, that looks like everything's good on this card. If you got any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, either on the video or on, if you're seeing it through the article over at Pixigonal. Go ahead and respond on that. But yeah, all in all, pretty solid card. Very easy to set up. Like I said, for more advanced things like capturing like PS3s and other things that have the kind of anti-capture settings that some of the older ones had, you got to be careful with that. Also, for the PS4, you do have to adjust, I believe it's like the HD CP or something. You have to turn that off in your video settings or else it won't recognize it. But honestly, this is the simplest video capture card I've ever used. One of the other cool things too, and this is not like a huge thing, but Fifine does this with a lot of their stuff. I found it with their mics. They have like a really good LED strip, like, I don't know if you can see it, where you can actually adjust the pattern and colors going across it, which isn't that important, but for people like me that get very easily distracted by bright shiny lights, it's like it's just a neat thing to have on your desk. But yeah, so that's it. Hopefully the audio worked. If it did, thank you for watching. If it didn't,